When the animal shelter heard of a dog wandering the streets alone for months, they knew they had to act fast. The reports described a frail, older dog with a swollen belly, struggling to survive. The rescuers were heartbroken when they found her. Her condition was worse than they had imagined. She was emaciated, with matted fur, and barely able to stand. Locals had named her Zhuzha and mentioned that she had been spayed through the city's program, ruling out pregnancy as the cause of her swollen belly. Despite her suffering, Zhuzha extended her paw to the rescuers, as if pleading for help. Moved by her gesture, they gently placed her in a blanket-like carrier and rushed her to the veterinarian. The tension in the air was palpable as they raced against time to save her life. At the clinic, the veterinarians worked quickly to assess Zhuzha's condition. They discovered that she was not an old dog, but just 2 years old, suffering from severe malnutrition, parasites, and a heart condition that caused fluid to accumulate in her abdomen. The prognosis was grim, and they had to act fast to drain the fluid and stabilize her. For 10 days, Zhuzha's fate hung in the balance. Every moment was critical as she struggled to recover. The veterinary team and rescuers held their breath, watching for signs of improvement. Then, miraculously, Zhuzha began to show signs of recovery. She started eating, her eyes brightened, and she even managed a weak wag of her tail. It was a small victory, but a significant one. However, Zhuzha's journey was far from over. She needed 4 more weeks of intensive care and heart medication before she could leave the clinic. The rescuers, who had become deeply attached to her, found her a loving foster home where she could continue to heal. When Zhuzha arrived at her foster home, she looked like a different dog. Her belly was no longer swollen, and her fur had started to grow back. Though still timid and wary, she began to explore her new surroundings. Her foster family introduced her to other dogs and showered her with love and care. Zhuzha experienced the comfort of a warm bed, delicious meals, and the gentle touch of caring humans for perhaps the first time in her life. As Zhuzha settled into her new life, the rescuers continued to check on her, ensuring she received the care she needed. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel, where you will find a lot of interesting things.